Hey everyone, welcome back to the Might and Magic 6 completionist run. Now, at the end of last episode, I said we would be doing the arena in this video. I've actually changed my mind, and the main reason is I was going through a list of things that I would need to cover in the arena combat video, which I told you I was going to do as a more informative tutorial video, and one of the things that I would need to cover to make it a proper, covering all the bases kind of informative video would be to talk about how much experience you can expect to gain from arena combat. And the best way to show it is by showing how many levels you can gain, and the best way to show that is to not have levels already. I'm phrasing it poorly, but the best way to show that would be to not currently have levels to be gained, because right now all the game tells us is that we are eligible to train to level 103, even though there are a bunch more levels to gain after that, so it would be hard to tell exactly how many levels we gain without fully leveling up first. So that is one thing we're going to do in this video, is we're going to level up. But we're not just going to level up, we're going to use the level ups to our advantage. Well, more of an advantage than what leveling up gives you by itself, which is, skill points and health and mana, which is a good enough benefit. But importantly, we're going to be taking advantage of the fact that by training we can cause time to pass without incurring reputation penalties, and we're going to use that to advance a whole bunch of time and go through possibly the rest of this year, if we have enough levels to gain. I'm not sure exactly how many we have, but I think we might have enough. And the reason we're going through the rest of this year is because one of my objectives was to do all of the pilgrimages, and we'd already done some, but my decision was that this entire in-game year would be spent, among other things, doing each pilgrimage every month. And if I just get that out of the way, then I no longer have to worry about the calendar in this game ever again, because in case you've forgotten, we've also gotten the circus done, so I don't have to worry about which month it is for that reason. And once the pilgrimages are done, I, much like in real life, will have no need to know what day or month it is. I mean, I'm joking, of course, but it does feel like that sometimes, that I have no idea what time of year it is. But anyway, enough about that. Before we jump straight into it, I wanted to address something else that came up in the last video after we finally got our blaster weapons. So, I'm gonna show this for a second. We're getting this really cool, rapid fire stream. You can see it on the mini-map as well. Each individual projectile is a red dot, but because they're so close to each other, it just seems like a red line. And one thing that puzzled me in the last video was that this rapid-fire laser attack was only coming from Serena and not the others. If you look down, occasionally the others will attack. Like, you see they just did that, and when they attack, you'll see their laser beams shoot forward, but they aren't firing nearly as quickly as Serena, and I couldn't quite figure out why that was in the last episode. I speculated that, okay, because everyone's holding something in their offhand, and Serena has a shield, then maybe I would have to give everyone else shields to cause them to fire at that same rate, because I had forgotten how this mechanic works. And well, I was kind of on the right track, but not exactly in the way that I thought. You see, the important thing isn't that Serena has a shield. The important thing is that unlike the others, Serena does not have a weapon in her offhand. And the way this works is, if you have the blaster rifle, and if you've cast haste, you will get this rapid fire effect, but only if you are only if the blaster is the only weapon you're holding. Because if you have something else in your offhand, then you will be limited by the natural speed of that offhand weapon, despite the fact that it isn't actually being used in combat. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to remove everyone's offhand weapon, and I guess I don't know why I'm arranging it. I'm going to arrange it like this because I'll have to make room for Roderick's weapon in Serena's inventory, because Roderick's inventory is currently very, very full. And now that we've taken off everybody's offhand weapon, let's take a look at what we have. Now you see that every single person is getting that same rapid fire effect. Now, let's take a look at this. Let's focus on like there are 4 lines representing 1 for each character. Now let's take a look at what it would be like the way it was before. And for that, I'm just gonna unequip everybody's blasters, because that's the simplest way to do this. And we compare the damage, or not the damage, but the spread and the distance, no, wrong weapon, the distance between blaster shots, it's hard to tell whether we are actually gaining damage per second or whether it's split between the 4, because Serena was firing non-stop, but now everyone's cycling through, which might be slowing things down, but then making up for it by the fact that there are 4. So we may or may not be gaining damage per second, but importantly, what we are gaining is the fact that there are 4 blasters. So if we are fighting creatures that can break our items, and if they break one of our blasters, then the other 3 will still be firing, and we will still be outputting enough damage that we can kill even strong things within seconds. You saw that when we were in the control center. We were able to kill Terminator units within seconds, even with that one stream, as long as we were able to target one creature for long enough. What I'm gonna do before I dive into the main part of this video, which is of course about the pilgrimages, is I'm gonna show you. I already kind of showed you, but now with 4 blasters, I'm gonna properly show you just how effective this form of combat is, and you will already sense that this is something that has changed the game. What we're gonna do is we're gonna just clear out the desert portion of Paradise Valley, and I looked through my old videos and I noted that in my first run through the desert, in the tutorial video, it took me what, like, I don't know, 45 minutes, and that was because I came here under-leveled. I didn't have a lot of the high damage spells, or my spell levels weren't as high as they needed to be to do optimal damage. So I keep hitting the wrong button. So I didn't have, you know, master level starburst and so on and so forth. So I was pretty slow. And the other thing that slowed me down was that it was a tutorial video, so I was frequently pausing and explaining what I was doing. And in my second run through Paradise Valley, where after, I think, we found the last relic, we just for fun, cleared out the valley just as a celebratory massacre. That took me about 15 minutes. And this time, well, what I should have done was I should have set a stopwatch, but I didn't. But I can already sense that this is not going to take me nearly as long. One thing I'm gonna check is, I think the gold dragon corpse might have disappeared. Yeah, okay. Or has it? Okay, so this is a glitch that can sometimes happen, where the bodies of enemies will sometimes just fail to load properly when you come into a region, and I think I already saved since coming in, so the singular gold dragon that was here, that we killed, whose body we were saving for resurrecting, is gone. He is truly gone, but that's okay. I'm not gonna worry about that too much. And I think the desert part of this map is already clear, and I think it took me probably less than 5 minutes. And half that time was spent just wandering around looking for where the enemies are. So this has given you a sense for just how quickly we can kill things with this kind of battle tactic. And I mentioned earlier on, one thing I like about games is where when you progress, it changes the way you play, rather than just multiplying numbers and changing the graphics of what you're killing, but to actually feel like you're playing the game in a different way. And this game does that to you multiple times. You start out focusing on shooting things with your bows and hitting them with your melee weapons. Later on, you get some high damage spells, some area of effect spells, which changes the way you play. After that, you get Starburst and Meteor Shower, which completely changes the way you play, but is restricted to the outdoors. And then finally, you get these weapons, which is the last evolution, which is another major power spike, and importantly also works indoors. One reason that's important is because when we go to the arena, we'll finally do it in the next video, it is technically considered an indoor environment, so Meteor Shower, Starburst, and indeed other spells like Fly would not work. Right. So, we've already done the pilgrimage for this month, and while we're on the subject for pilgrimages, I might as well take this opportunity to talk about the Deck of Fate. Now, what does this have to do with pilgrimages? Well, nothing, seemingly nothing, because it's a different item. I'm just gonna save, this was my save from last time. Sure, I'll save here. Let's take a look at what this does. It gave +1 endurance, and it turned Roderick to stone. Are its effects random, or will it always be the same thing? So it seems like we're always getting the same thing. But it turns out that this effect is actually tied to what month it is, and also what day of the month it is. So the stat boost that you get, the type of stat, will be dependent on what month it is, and that will follow the same pattern as the pilgrimages. So we just did the Shrine of Endurance earlier this month, and right now this is giving us a boost to endurance. In addition, depending on which part of the month you're in, if you're in the first week, because right now we're in the first week, you get +1. If you're in the second week, you get +2. Third week, you get +3. Fourth week, you get +4. And it's not a lot. It doesn't sound like a lot, and indeed it isn't a lot. But it's a bit of extra stats that you can get if you want. For instance, early on in the game I was big on speed, so if I wanted to use these, I would wait until, I think, June, which is the month of speed, and then just split these among my different characters. But I'm not even going to do it, I'm just going to let them stay here because I like the look of all of these. We'll pretend we're collecting them, we'll pretend they're, I don't know, Pokemon cards or something. And I have grown irrationally attached to the jumbled mess that Roderick's inventory has become over time. And I actually don't want to, start removing things. I don't want to clean it up. Okay. So what I'm gonna do right now is, we need to start training, we need to start advancing time, and, it is pretty late. It is too late to do anything useful, and we're already weak, so it doesn't really matter if we let the haste expire. We're gonna wait until 6 AM, and we are gonna be prepared to train and advance time into the next month. Just gonna save the game again, but before we do anything, I'm gonna check the status of my beacons. Yeah, see, these beacons are too close to expiring. So what I'm going to do is, I am off-screen going to reset all of these beacons. And once they are all done, it'll take me a few minutes, but I'll spare you the tedium. Once they're all done, I'll be back, and then we will get on with the video. So, alright, I'll see you in a bit. Alright, all the beacons are reset. I'll just show them to you. All of them are in order, and I'll just show you Alexis's, because this is kind of important. Now, her beacons are all 126 days, the same duration as Zoltan's. The one in the middle is my free beacon, because I only need 9 to cover every region, and this one I put in the Tomb of Varn as a convenience thing while I was doing the quest. Don't need it anymore, so I'll just wait for it to expire, or I'll overwrite it with something else when I feel the need. Now we're gonna continue on to Castle Iron Fist. 126 days at 28 days a month is kind of, I think, 4 months, four and a half, 4 and something like that. So, actually, let me do the math. So, 28 days a month, 112 would be 3 months, 112 would be 4 months, so 4.5 months is 126 days. Now, with our beacon set, we are going to use the training session rule to advance time into May. So we're gonna go in, train 1 character once, leave, and 8 in-game days will have gone by. Train you once, 8 more in-game days have gone by. Train you once, 8 more days, and now we are in May. And what I'm gonna do is, well, let's get our pilgrimage. Let's just go right here. So we need to go to the month of accuracy. Let me just pull up the list on my phone, remind myself where I need to go. Come on, accuracy is in Freehaven, just to the west of town. I strongly suspect this will be one of the ones that we've already done, so we'll get a smaller bonus this time. I am just gonna cast my spells. I'm gonna cast Fly. Oh, one thing I should do is I should give Serena her last point in light magic. I guess we would have to cast the spell again to get the bonus, the improved bonus to apply. I'll just do that. We don't really need it, but I'm doing it just in case we get a bounty to kill something strong. But yeah, we're just gonna go to Freehaven, and we are gonna do our bounties as well every month, so that will add a bit of time to this video, but not too much, because we can teleport and we can kill things rapidly. All we need to do now is find... oh, and it's right there, I think. Shrines are always housed in this kind of a structure. And this one gives us plus 10 accuracy, so I guess we hadn't visited before. We were probably too late by the time we made our first trip into Freehaven. Okay, so that's good. We're gonna go to New Sarpagal. We're gonna do our usual thing where we do all of our bounties, starting with Janice. What do you have for me? Magir, alright. Are there gonna be some in Whitecap? I think this is the only place where they spawn. So let's roam around. I think there would have been some in this part of the map, maybe? No, these are all harpies. Yeah, these are all harpies. Would have been some in the other settlement, the one where Anthony Stone resides. Maybe some hair. No. So we're gonna have to look here. All we need is a single Magir, and we're just hoping that there's gonna be one. These are fire archers that are not what we are looking for. Okay, I think we may have to give up on this bounty unless there are gonna be... ooh, there are some bodies. Oh, this is good. This is good. There we go. So the way to farm bounties for something you've already killed but whose body is still there is to reanimate them using the dark magic spell and then immediately murder it. Alright, let's turn this bounty in.
I need your help.
That's another 14 reputation in the bag, and once we've done this, you know, gone through the cycle another 9 more times, I will be pretty confident that by then we will have enough reputation that we won't need to worry about reputation for the rest of the game, but not if you give me garbage like that. But sure, we'll do it. We'll do it. Journeyman Mage is Apprentice Mage. Should be at least one journeyman. Oh, there's a journeyman. One blue, one green robe in a sea of red, so he was easy to spot. Alright, let's get our measly 6 reputation. I guess it helps, it kind of counteracts some of the reputation decay we might have had, so not too upset. Flying eye. Now, it's a decent amount of experience. What's the best way to find this? Well, who has the Mire of the Damned? You do. I think we're gonna have to go to Castle Darkmoor. And, I guess we can just, do this. We're gonna have to find one of these flying eyes, one of these enemies that caused us so much grief the last time we were here. Like, the only time we were here, because why would I ever voluntarily come back to a place like this? And here we go. Flying eye was what we needed to kill. That... Oh my god. That's not what we wanted. We need to target the correct thing. Come on. Okay, you're being uncooperative, game. Let's do this properly. Reanimate. And he is already dead. Let's go to Silver Cove. And let's get our 30 reputation. Fantastic. Now take us straight to Castle Ironfist, because we are going to do all of this again. We are going to keep doing this until the year is over. Now at a certain point we are going to have to reset our beacons. I'll do that off screen. But yeah, that is going to be the only thing we're doing in this video. It's not exciting, but it is one thing that I wanted to do to check off my list. And for the things that are on my list, I'm gonna do them all on screen. So, buckle up. This is gonna take a while. Okay. And as I'm doing this, areas are going to be resetting. Areas like Dragon Sand, Paradise Valley, Hermit's Isle. Early on in the game, I was, you know, very conscious of the calendar and always worrying about not wanting areas to reset too soon, because I wanted to clear them to get the experience. But we're at the point where even clearing all of Dragon Sand would only get us a couple extra levels. So it's not as pressing an issue as it was back then. And once again, I think this time, sure, let's fly to the seer. I should have just teleported. It would have saved us about 10-15 seconds, but it's okay. Now, this time we need to go to the Shrine of Speed, which I will tell you is in the Mire of the Damned, which is where we just were. So let's go back there and hopefully not get cursed by... Ooh, the mire has reset. So let's pick up some horseshoes. Oh, okay, you guys are being annoying. Let's pick up these horseshoes. Yeah, let's just clear out people. Alright. And let's fix Roderick up while we're at it. Here it is. There are probably going to be some harpy witches along the way that are going to ruin this for us. Now, the shrine shouldn't be far, right? The shrine should be this thing, I believe. It looks like it. So let's make our descent, get our bonus, this only gave us 3 speed because this was a shrine that we have visited before. So that only... It didn't help us a lot, but, you know, well, a little bit. Things you get for free, you can't really complain. Alright, and it's
I need your help.
time now for our bounties. A rogue. Where were there rogues? This one we might have to leave, because I think the only places where I found rogues were also places where I would have looted them, unless it's late enough. Oh, cast the wrong spell. I was gonna say, unless it's late enough that the Dragoon's caverns have reset. So we'll go to Castle Iron Fist, and we need to go to I guess this little spot. So alright. The Shadow Guild hideout, wrong place. And indeed it has reset.
Bad feeling.
That's a good thing, because one of the enemy types we can find in here are rogues. At least if I'm remembering it correctly. We should be able to just open this door, and inside will be...
Got him.
Yeah, one of them was a rogue, and that's all we needed. Not gonna bother clearing out the rest of it because it would be
I
pointless.
need your help.
Let's just get our 18 reputation. Fantastic. Let's go to Mist.
Have I got a job for you?
What do you want us to kill? A novice monk? Well, this is actually kind of convenient because this place should have monks. All we need is a novice. Now, monks should be in this central area, and if there isn't a novice monk in here, then, okay, yeah, one of them was a novice, that's all we needed. We're just gonna turn around and leave. Sure, we'll kill a few of these just for fun. It is a lot of fun just gunning people down.
We've got to get out of...
As out of place as that is in a fantasy game, it is an immense amount of fun.
Have I got a job for you?
Alright, another 8 reputation in the bag. We're not getting great luck with the bounties this time around, but you know what? I committed myself to not save scumming this.
I could use your services.
So we're gonna stick with that pattern, and the best place to find veterans would be in the Dragoon's Keep in Freehaven. So that place, I think, is this thing. So we're gonna have to go all the way to the south, and we'll see what we can do. Hopefully we find one quickly and don't have to waste too much time going deep into that dungeon. I really do like this music track, but I think it's not really gonna come out too well in the recording because I've had to turn the overall volume down because some parts of the game were too loud, and the game is made in such a way that certain things can't be fine-tuned. So if I start, like, there are certain music tracks that are louder than others, and if I try to make those more manageable, then the ones that are quiet will become too loud. We just needed to kill one veteran. Let's go to Silver
I
Cove,
could use your services.
get our reward. That was 35 reputation, not bad. We're gonna beacon back to Iron Fist, and we're gonna do this all once again. We're in June now, so 6 more months. The time will just fly by. Don't you worry. You'll wonder where the time went, just like in real life. Don't want things to get too real, so I'll not pursue that line of thought. We're just gonna save our game, and yeah, it was your turn. So let's one. Where were we? Okay, I think twice more should put us in the correct month. Yeah, we're the 1st of July. That is very convenient. We're just gonna cast our spells. And while we wait for Serena to recover, Zoltan should come off cooldown. Oh, I guess you came off cooldown first. But Zoltan should be ready momentarily. Oh, clicked a bit too quick, but we will have him teleport us to the Seer. We'll get our pilgrimage for this month. The Shrine of Luck is what we are after, and I will tell you that the Shrine of Luck is in New Sarpagal. New Sarpagal. So let's portal there. Believe the shrine would be on this island. We'll let's try the we'll just fly over the islands until we find it. It looks like it was indeed on this this island. All right. Let's make our descent, and this is gonna be one of the ones that we've already been to. I'm pretty sure. So it only gave us +3 luck, but a small boost nonetheless. And let's be lazy and portal ourselves back here. Come on. And let's do our 3 bounties once again. What does Janice have for us? A Flame Drake. That is a good one. Flame Drakes we can find in Creekspire. We're gonna have to go to the southern part of the map. The northern part of the map, rather. I think the snowy part is where the Drake enemies are, and particularly, or in particular, they will be close to the caves of the Dragon Riders. So let's see if we can quickly take care of this bounty. Don't want to fight too many Minotaurs. I guess we'll kill Earth Elementals. Frost Drake, Flame Drake. Okay. So they didn't have the strong Drake. For that, we would need to either cause some to spawn, or we would have to go inside Castle Creekspire. But fortunately, the one we needed was one of the enemies over there. And that gave us another 24 reputation. Fantastic. We're gonna go to Mist now.
Have I got a job for you?
And we'll... Okay, sure. King Cobra, that's... okay. I'm tempted to leave it, but I'll do it. I'll do it. I need to go to the abandoned temple. So let's go, and hopefully there's a King Cobra in the room close to the entrance. Because if there isn't, then we'll have to go pretty deep into this place. So when I say by the entrance, I mean this room to the right. And I'm gonna have to cast torchlight. Doesn't look like any of these are king cobras. Are there more snakes in this room? Yes, there are. And fortunately, one of them was the king cobra that we needed. So that was relatively painless. So we go back to mist. Get our 10
I got a job for you.
reputation, was it? 10. So not huge amounts, but we are slowly accumulating, slowly building up our buffer. Goblin King. Fantastic. We're just gonna go back to New Sarpagal. Where would there be a Goblin King? Maybe by these guys. A Goblin King is the red goblin enemy type. There are gonna be a few inside. Maybe one of these is the Goblin King that we need. Oh, I guess there aren't any. Whoa, 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 where are you guys coming from? Alright, let's... Goblin Shaman is not what we need. Alright, let's just go along the coast, I was gonna say, because there are gonna be other small parties of goblins that will show up. One of them surely will have a Goblin King for us, although looks like the game is being rather uncooperative, and now we're into the mage area, so I think what we're gonna have to do is, unless there's one by the docks, there isn't. We're gonna have to go to the big camp of goblins, which sadly I think is already mostly dead. Oh my god, are we gonna have to go inside Goblin Watch? Oh, no, 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 no. There's an island, isn't there? To the west, with more enemies. And surely goblins will be among them? Yes, okay. We are gonna have to resurrect, though, because we were already here. And he's already gone. And this was Silver Cove, I believe.
I could use your services.
Another 10 reputation. I'm just gonna check up on the status of my beacons. 46 days is long enough that we can do this all once again. So we're gonna go to Castle Ironfist. And we are gonna train. We're gonna rinse and repeat. Now, we're starting with Serena this time. Already in July, so making good progress. This is actually a pretty relaxing video for me, although depending on how charitable you're feeling, you might call it boring rather than relaxing. But that's one thing that's it's just part of what you have to deal with when it comes to doing completionist runs of games, is that there are going to be parts that simply aren't that exciting when all you're doing is you're checking off all of those little chores that you've got to do. And this is one of those little chores for me. Getting my pilgrimages done. Alright. Teleport us, Zoltan. And yeah, we're gonna have to reset my beacons after this, which of course I will be doing off screen.
I've been expecting you.
Alright. Our pilgrimage is is taking us to the Shrine of Fire, which I will tell you is in Kriegspire. And I think you also have our Kriegspire beacon, so we're gonna have to wait for you to recover. Beautiful. And we're gonna have to go to the, we're gonna have to go towards Castle Kriegspire itself, because the shrine is pretty sure in here. and our flight can take us high enough that we can walk the rest of the way, and we'll just descend. I'll take out the Minotaur Kings because I don't want to be interrupted by an errant finger of death coming from them. And I guess was our first trip to that shrine, meaning we got the big bonus. Alright, now I'm going to put this video on pause while I reset all my beacons, and I will see you once they're all done. Alright, I'll see you in a bit. Alright, I'll just show you, I'll just show you that my beacons are all reset, and show you yours as well. Another 4.5 months. It's going to take us almost to the end of the year, but I will have to do this all once again. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go to Castle Iron Fist, and we are going to, well, one thing I'll do is I'll give these horseshoes to Serena. We are going to advance another month. Have we done the bounties for August?
I need your help.
Oh no, we haven't. We most certainly haven't. So, where would I find a bat? I think bats were in the abandoned temple. There should be some in the corridor, or in the long tunnel going into the depths. And yep, there are bats, but no vampire. Maybe, was there one right in the entrance? There is. Okay, that's good. I didn't have to wander. Oh, I'm trying to click on this guy, but... Excuse me? Why? He was so close that the shots weren't colliding with his enemy, his character model, which was kind of funny. Alright.
I need your help.
But he gave us 9 reputation, not a huge amount. But you know what, we'll take it. Next one is in Mist.
Have I got a job for you?
A lizard wizard. Best place to find it is Castle Iron Fist. I always have to be careful I'm not accidentally resetting something. Now somewhere here should be Lizard Man, Lizard, I think Lizard Wizards are... They have a blue vest. So we just need to find someone here who is dressed in blue. And the game is not cooperating. Okay. So there weren't any in this part of the map. Are there going to be some, maybe on the path going upwards? Well, there are more of these enemy types, but not the kind that we need. Alright, I'll just kill them because now we'll have a bit more peace and quiet every time we teleport back here. I'm not seeing anything, so the other place that we can check is the arena. The arena being not the arena that we're gonna go to in the next video, but this arena where you teleport to it and you are thrown into a place with a bunch of enemies. Again, unless one of these is what we wanted. It's not looking... Oh, here we go. Lizard Wizard. Lizard Wizard. Let's get our reward.
I got a job for you.
Our 11 reputation. Again, not a huge amount, but it adds up. Last one, Silver Cove.
I could use your services.
Well, the good news is we know where to find a rogue. So let's go straight back. And orient myself. Okay, it's right there. Okay, I'm trying to... Oh, there was a lizard wizard here. I just didn't notice him. Oh, oops. Well, now we know there's one there. And we're gonna find a rogue. There's a rogue right there. Bring him back to life. Before he has a chance to do anything, immediately kill him, because he does have a special ability that can potentially steal something. So that's something to be mindful of. But I'm pretty sure we killed him before he could even react. Now we're gonna go back to Silver Cove, get our small reward. 18 reputation. So yeah, it added up. Now we're gonna go back to Castle Ironfist. By the way, the reason I'm going to Castle Ironfist to train is because our level is so high that the only training halls that will accept us right now are Castle Ironfist and Paradise Valley, and this is a bit more convenient to get to. It's also in the same place as where our where we get our prompts for the pilgrimage. So whose turn was it? 6655. So starting with Serena, we're going to get into September.
Well done.
1,
Hey, well
2,
done.
3 might do it.
Hey, well done.
Indeed, 1st of September. Once again, I'm going to cast my spells. And while we're waiting for you to come back, you can cast this. And I could have flown there by now, but I've waited long enough that I'll just wait the extra couple of seconds for Zoltan to bring us to the Seer. We'll get our pilgrimage, the month of electricity, which I will just tell you is in Castle Ironfist itself. So that's convenient. Where is it? It might be this. So let's see if that is it. I need to go this way. And let's begin our descent. It looks like I was correct. Out of my way. And it's not our first time visiting it, so we only get the small bonus. Now, of course, we need to do our bounties. And let's see what we have. A guard. Okay. I think guards we can find in the Silverhelm outpost in Mist. And there are a few other places, but this place should be an easy place to find them. There might be some in this room. Indeed, there were a whole bunch. They did not last long. How much do we get for this? I've already forgotten. 11, sure. I'll take it. Now we go to Mist. We should have just picked up the bounty while I was there, but I was too focused. Great Druid. Great Druid. One place where we can find druids is in the Circle of the Moon in, I think, Free Haven. So the Circle of the something. So let's see if we can do something. Oh no, aren't there lots of druids in the Silver Cove exterior? Let's try that. And as you can see, lots of places are having their horseshoes reset. I'll pick them up in a later video. Right now I want to be focused on one thing, and the fact that things have reset means
Got another.
we can
Another one.
be more assured. Was it a great druid or a grand druid? Let's kill one of each, just to be on the safe side. And one good thing about the weapons we're using is that diamond gargoyles, who are immune to physical damage from bows, are not immune to the energy damage from, oh my god. Okay. That was all we needed to do. So yes, diamond gargoyles, they haven't been a threat to us for... wrong place. They haven't been a threat to us for a while, but
Have I got a job for you?
previously we had to cast spells or rely on enchantment damage on our weapons. This time all we need to do is just shoot them,
I could use your services.
and they go down. A dwarf. Oh, Well, we know where we can find dwarves. There are two places, Snurgle's Caverns, Snurgle's Iron Mines, and I think the most convenient place to go to is Snurgle's Caverns, which should be somewhere in this part of the map, in the northwest. So let's try and get this done quickly. Again, I wish we had gotten some good, strong bounties, but alas, we didn't, and I think all we had to do was kill a regular dwarf, but we've killed one of each type, so all of our bases are
I
covered.
could use your services.
That's another 10 reputation in the bag. Alright. Now that we've just got to do this all again, let's go to Castle Ironfist. And let's continue. Let's continue. We're in September. So October, November, December. 3 more months, if I am remembering correctly how the calendar works. I don't know, for some reason I'm having the odd sensation that I'm forgetting a month. I don't think I am, but it's bugging me. So we're gonna start with Alexis, and I think we're gonna have to do this
Hey, look
4
at
times
the
this time. So
Well
once,
done. Hey, well
twice,
done. Hey, well
3
done.
times, and we are still in September. So indeed,
Hey, look well
we had
done.
to do it a 4th time. Put us in October. This time I'm gonna beacon us directly here and get our pilgrimage, the month of cold, which, before I tell you where it is, I'm gonna start casting my spells. And while I'm waiting for Serena to recover, I will tell you that it is in... It's also in Kriegspire, huh? Does Kriegspire have 2 of these in them? Huh. So, Kriegspire had... fire in it, right? And... we're told that cold is also in it, and this might be it, if that is indeed it. I thought there was only going to be like 1 shrine per region, but I guess I was wrong. I mean, at most 1 shrine per region. There are more regions than there are shrines, ultimately. This might be Yep, looks like Kriegspire is an exception to the general pattern, and it's got 2 different shrines in it. Come on. And this is, I am sure, our first time visiting this shrine. And so it gave us +10 permanent cold resistance. And now, of course, we are interested in bounties. So let's do
I
them.
need your help.
Finally, something worth doing. And we know where to find werewolves. They are, of course, going to be in Blackshire. And who knows, maybe the place is reset by now. A lot of time has passed. No, it doesn't look like it. And of course, it does that thing where when you enter, you're facing the wrong way. So you have to turn yourself around. And our bounty was for a regular werewolf, which... Actually, no, I think werewolf is the tier 2. The, you know, basic version would be a wolf man. So he unfortunately was able to land 1 hit, and with that 1 hit inflicted a status effect. So good job you. Let's go to Nisarpagal and get our reward.
I need your help.
That's 30. That's a good amount to get from a single bounty. Now let's go to Mist.
Have I got a job for you?
Flying guy. Well, we know where to find one of those, and it wasn't that far from wrong place. Went to the wrong place. I needed to go to the Mire of the Damned. You have the Mire of the Damned. It wasn't that far from the entrance. We just need to go not that deep inside Castle Darkmoor. I think it was in this general area. So let's find it. I think I might be getting lost a little bit. That's a terrible lie. Oh boy. Okay, this is all going wrong. Where am I? But here's one of them. I knew if we just wandered around long enough we'd find it. And already gone. This was Mist, I believe, right? Yeah, let's just go ahead and turn this in.
Have I got a job for you?
Another 30 reputation. Now it's starting to quickly pile up. Last bounty in Silver Cove on a terrible eye. I wish I had seen that before I went to this place, because we could have doubled up. And let's find ourselves a terrible eye. Okay, where are we even going? Where am I going? Like, this place is basically impossible to navigate. This is where we were finding the flying eyes earlier. That doesn't help us. Okay, this is suboptimal, but that might be what we need. Indeed, a terrible eye is what we need. So let's save our game and reanimate it, and it's gone. That felt good. Silver Cove. We're gonna get our reward.
I could use your services.
Fantastic. That was a good amount. A few more of those and we will be all set. We only have 2 more rounds of this to go, so hopefully we get good stuff. And now it's time to train once again. We go to Castle Iron Fist? Yes. So all of October, all of November, and we don't need to go through all of December, so it's possible that we don't need to refresh our beacons again in this video. But I'll do it again, just to be on the safe side. So, who was leveling up? Starting with Alexis, and 3 should be enough.
Well done.
1,
Hey, well done.
2,
Hey, well
3,
done.
and everyone's at the same level, and we are in November. That's good. Once again, to save time, I'll do this. Quickly cast that, talk to the seer. We're being told to go to the Shrine of Poison. Let's get our spells once again. And I will just tell you that the Shrine of Poison is in the eel-infested waters on the southwestern island, I'm being told. You have the correct beacon. Alright. I'm being told it was on the southwest island. So let's see if that's correct, and let's just do some rapid fire on the way. Although I shouldn't be doing that in case we get a spell to... a bounty to kill one of these enemies. So I'll leave the rest of them. Although I'm sure by now Hermit's Isle has also reset. These guys we can kill freely. Alright, let's begin our descent. Let's get our 10 poison resistance. So yeah, we hadn't been here before either. Now let's do our second to last set of bounties.
I need your
What do you have for us, Janice? A skeleton knight? Should be easy. Mire of the Damned. There's one right there. And I'm not going to bother hanging around. I'm going to go straight back and get our 10 reputation. And next up we have Mist.
Have I got a job for you?
Let's get your thing. I see this is one of those that does not leave a body. So when we go to the eel-infested waters, let's try and only kill one of these. So we will have to be slightly less indiscriminate when we're shooting things. Finding a group of these shouldn't be too hard. Water Spirit is the mid-tier version. I think the basic one would be called a Water Beast. And okay, finally we found a group of these. Water Beast and Water Spirit. I'm actually going to go into turn-based mode. Make sure we're hitting this thing and only this thing. And he's gone, and as you can see, does not leave a corpse. So we cannot farm them like we could others.
Have I got a job?
We just have to hope that we left enough to kill. And that gave us another 24 reputation, which is a good amount. Final bounty is in Silver Cove.
I could use your services.
A harpy. Now we know where to find these. I'm just gonna go back to the Mire of the Damned. And eventually we will find harpies flying around. And there's a group of them right there. Killed the wrong kind of harpy. Okay. There we go. I think I might have already killed one, but I just wanted to be safe. We're gonna go back to Silver Cove and collect our reward.
I could use your services.
another 14 experience, 14 reputation rather, and we are gonna do this one final time. So let's go back to Castle Ironfist. Ooh, that cloud looked a bit odd for a second, but turned out to not be anything to be alarmed about. And because this is the last time I'll be doing it, when we finish our training, I will train as far as I can go. So what I'll do is, who needed 108, 108, 108, 108? So starting with you,
Hey, look at the
strip
trade.
once,
Well done. Hey, well
twice,
done. Hey, well
3 times,
done.
and I think we should need to train once more. Indeed, once more will put us into. Let me save. Just because I haven't saved in a while. Okay, and now let's do the rest of our training.
Hey, look at this. Well done. Not today.
Okay, we can go to level 115.
Well done.
So
Not
we had
today.
more
Well done.
more than enough.
Well done.
More than enough levels in hand, and that only put us to 5th of December, which is good. I'm just gonna start casting our spells. Let's do this one final time. Our beacons, I will reset them right before the end of the video. Let's get our last pilgrimage. It is the month of magic, which I'm pretty sure is in Blackshire. Yes, I am correct. But let's get our spells as well. And let's not waste time. Let's just head over to Blackshire and get our +3 magic resistance, which isn't the first time we visited it. That's why we got the small bonus. And sure, you can also cast Day of the Gods. Let's do our final set of bounties.
Closed.
Okay, yeah, we gotta wait a little bit. What do you have? Make it something good, because this is hopefully the last time I will be doing this in this entire game. That is not what I wanted. But I'll go ahead and kill a spider anyway, because it shouldn't be too hard. There should be spiders in the room, these 2 rooms off this one room to the left, and all we need to do is kill a regular spider. Okay, again, we were getting that interesting glitch with the shots just going above the enemy. It only happens with small enemies, it would seem, so
I need your help.
shouldn't be something that bothers us too much. Alright. Next is Mist.
Have I got a job for you?
Evil Spirit, I think, is one of the genie type enemies. Let me actually confirm that. I think so, right? Might and Magics. I'm looking it up on my phone. Evil Spirit. Oh no, that's a ghost type enemy. So I'm glad I looked that up rather than wasting time. So all we need to do is go to the Mire of the Damned, and there should be some pretty close. Ghost, 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 Spectre, no. I think Evil Spirit is the intermediate version. There we go. And another one down, and I believe our bounty was in Mist.
Have I got a job for you?
Another 13 reputation, not a lot. What is Silver Cove gonna have for us? Make it something good, please. That I could not have scripted a better target for our last bounty. Now, where are we gonna find gold dragons? Well, I'm pretty sure that by now Dragon Sand will have reset. Because yep, I can see, well, maybe those guys were there from before, but pretty confident that the dragons will be back. And yeah, the fact that these dots weren't on the map until we got close to them, if you pay attention to the mini-map, suggests that this is the first time we're encountering these particular enemy spawns. So indeed, the map has reset. And we've got several dragons over here. We're gonna take them out. Our stuff is broken. This right here is a preview to what arena combat is gonna be like.
Good as new.
Lots of things
Fixed.
breaking,
Fixed.
but also lots of things dying
It's fixed.
very quickly.
Fixed.
And even though there were only a few of them, and even though they didn't last very long, they managed to break a whole bunch of our stuff. Alright. Now let's turn this bounty in. And we are finally done with our pilgrimages, and we are finally done bounty farming. I'm confident that our saintly reputation now is going to persist until the end of the game. Now, before I end things off, I do want to quickly reset all of my beacons. So I will be back with you once that's done. Alright, I'll see you in a bit. Alright, the beacons are all reset. And now it's time to start bringing this video to a close. I'll begin by just, once again, expressing my relief at the fact that we went through and finished the process of getting all the pilgrimages done, because it, as I mentioned earlier, wasn't ever gonna be a glamorous or exciting thing, but it was just something we had to done because it was an objective that I had set for myself. We finally got that done, and in parallel we got a whole bunch of bounties. Let's see, how many bounties have we done total? 57, so we went past the 50 mark. That's a good amount. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of bounties done, and that should give us enough of a stockpile of reputation. We don't have to worry about our reputation going below saintly for the rest of the game. Now, what remains to be done in this playthrough, because we are getting very close to the end? Well, next video, finally, now that I'm properly ready, we are gonna do the arena combat. And indeed, I'm gonna, in preparation to that, bring myself to Castle Iron Fist. And I'll even bring myself a bit closer to where I need to be. I'll just go generally in the direction of the town. So there's that. We've got arena combat to do. Apart from that, of course, we've got the main quest. But before we finish with the main quest, I also have one other video to do where I go over some of the secrets that I missed in places when I was going through them for the first time. So there's going to be one video dedicated to just that, and I think that is going to happen before the finale video where we finish off the main quest. But the way I might do it is that I might have a video where we do a little bit of progress on the main quest, and then we come back into the secrets, and then we go for the final endgame, for the finale. But yes, that is the plan for now. And might be a few changes here and there, but there really isn't that much left to do, so it's gonna be straightforward, I think, from here on out. So, yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll join me for the next one, where we're finally gonna do some arena combat. So, until then, take care.